Hey, Facebook world. Please don't mind my very ready all the time dog Piper. There's a guy out there, he's mowing our lawn and trimming our bushes right now. And Piper's losing her mind. Like she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She's always ready. She would have totally been in Gideon's army. You know what I'm saying? So listen. I feel like there's something that I need to tell you. Can I tell you something? So here's what I know and what I've been experiencing is the schemes of the devil. Okay? So I'm, pretty laid back person. And I can forgive people pretty easily when they do me wrong. One, because it's just, I want to be a good representative of Christ. I don't want to make him look bad, because those people, they're just waiting for you to do that so that they can go, see, I told you. I ain't the one. You know what I mean? So I, just through, it's wisdom. It's just through knowledge and wisdom and really loving Jesus Christ, sold out for Jesus Christ. That's me. So here's what I know about the devil's schemes is he studies me. He sits back there and he studies me, and he watches my coming and going, and he studies my habits, and he knows when I am weak. Right? It's because if you think about the lions, it says that the devil roars around like a lion, but he ain't a lion. He's weak. But like a lion, it's when the prey's weak, right? So that's what the devil does, is he schemes, right? And when I find out about this, right? When I find out he's scheming and he's watching my coming and going and he's waiting to attack me, and when I find out that he is, doing the same thing to my husband, and when I find out he's doing the same thing to my children, and when I find out that he's scheming against not only myself and not only my husband and not only my kids, but also my tribe and my ministry and the mission that I'm giving, when I find out if he wants a battle, he's got a battle. Because y'all, the devil uses tactics just like we have weapons to use, right? And it talks about all of them in Ephesians 6. If you read through Ephesians 6, it talks about the belt of truth, and it talks about your breastplate, right? Hey Matt, it talks about your breastplate, and it talks about the sword of the Spirit. It's like a dagger. They describe it like a dagger, but it's the word of God. It's your word of God. That's why we're so passionate about teaching people, arming people, how to wield their weapon, right? But the biggest thing, people, let me tell you this, the biggest thing that you can do is pray, right? Prayer is the key to unlock all the blessings that God has for you now. Because I don't know about you, friend, but I do not want to wait until I get to heaven to experience everything that the Lord has for me. And so here's what's happening right now, right? Because the devil has assignments for all of you. He has assignments for all of you. And so right now, as we come upon our next big event, the assignment is to get the people who see the ads. You see the ads. You see me posting about Rise. You hear the testimonials. And it's the devil telling you, oh, you don't need to go to that. You're way above that. If that's you, then you really need to get there. Or maybe it's, man, $49.50. If you can't afford $49.50, you really need to come. Like, that's the big reason why you need to come, right? And if you're sitting there and you're thinking that if you're the person that is just rolling through life, like, I'm not fulfilled. You don't really know why you're here. The enemy has you sedated. He has you sedated. Like, again, he studies you. He knows your comings and goings. He knows you, right? And here's what he does. Here's some of his tactics, okay? He uses other people. He'll use other people too. He'll use other people. He'll come out and bring other people in your life that will harm you, right? Or they will speak death over you, and they'll get you discouraged, because you know what discouragement is? Loss of courage. That's what discouragement is, right? So I'm here. So the number one thing Women at the Well Ministries does, and this is the thing that the Lord spoke to me when he gave me this ministry back in 2014. After my brother committed suicide, it's kind of like, all right, it was for my own healing first, right? That's how yoga came in and everything, like set me up with this, right? But there's the dog, totally threw me off my track there. Anyways, so it was to let women know. He's like, Rachel, tell them who they are. Tell them who they are. Show them how to find out who they are. Teach them how to use their instruction manual. Y'all, that's just a leadership book. That's all that thing is. It's just a leadership book. That's all the Bible is. It's the best leadership book ever written. I teach and train out of that thing all the time, and some people don't even know. They don't even know that. But I'm here to tell you something, guys. The devil's scheming against your life. He is scheming against your life. And you have a choice. Are you going to let him? Because I'll tell you, the devil don't care that you come to Rise. What the devil cares about is if you walk out of Rise and you live into what you heard. That you got your breastplate on and you know his schemes. Like you're aware of his schemes and you are ready. And you're never going to walk out of your house again, not having your armor on, right? I don't understand how people can just get up and just start rolling with their day and they don't even meet with their Father, right? If I ask you who you are, do you know who you are? Like, can you say who you are? I asked this question yesterday to my son, my 21-year-old. He went through the list. Entrepreneur was the first thing, and then blah, 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 all the way at the end. At the end, it was Christian. And I'm like, so Jesus was the last, huh? He's like, that was a trick question, Mom. I'm like, no, your heart, wherever your heart is, that's the level of your identity. Like, so that's why lots of entrepreneurs who are very successful in their business commit suicide. Because I said, honey, when you don't have that anymore, then what are you, right? If you don't have your dogs anymore, then what are you? And God forbid something happens to me and you're not my son anymore, then what are you, right? What are you then? And that is the number one thing that Women at the Well Ministries does, is we get you, like, that's the first question, like, who are you? Let me show you who you are. You are loved. You are predestined. You are chosen. You are healed. You are free. Right? And so that is why the devil don't want you to come to Rise. He is scheming to keep you out of that room. There is marriages right now hurting that the devil wants anything for you to bring your husband or bring your wife and sit down and Rise and get set free from whatever it is that's holding y'all's back from the fulfilling marriage that the Lord has for you. Right? There's a woman right now who's just lost. Right? She is just wrapped up in her shame, and that shame is ultimately going to be the death of her, because shame is what kills people. Shame is why people commit suicide, right? So there is a woman out there right now that needs you to step up and invite him. That needs you to step up and say, come on with me, right? Again, devil don't care that you come to Rise. What the devil cares about is when you walk out and you live into what you hear, because that's what goes down, right? And it's like, you won't even believe the energy that comes when we come into, we're not the church people. I mean, we are the church, yes, but we're not like churches. They let us use their place. Okay. So this isn't a religious thing. Okay. I'm not a religious person. I get offended when somebody calls me religious. All right. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not. Because I'm a Jesus girl. Jesus didn't tolerate religion, and I don't tolerate religion either. I like to tell people, like, you are set free from all that. Jesus came to me in a relationship, right? That's it. So anyways, that's my point to this whole thing is devil doesn't want you to live in the abundant life that he has for you. You don't have to wait to get to heaven to live it. You can live it right now, right? And it's time to rise up, friends. It's time to rise up, go next level, because you didn't come this far to only come this far, right? So get your tickets. It's very simple, racheltucker.org. When you open the page, click that link. Bring your husband, bring your boyfriend, bring your friend, the one that sits in the dark every night wondering, why am I here? Maybe that's you. I don't know. Maybe that's you. That used to be me. I am just a misfit. I am nothing special. I had a 1.7 GPA in high school, yo. You know what I'm saying? I did get a bachelor's degree, but I cheated. I ain't gonna lie, I cheated. I am very, like, I figured it out. Like, that's why I'm a great leader, because I just figure stuff out, right? I'm just a messed up misfit, just like the disciples. But I'm here to tell you, my favorite thing to teach is, like, your weapons. Let me teach your weapons, because the devil's scheming. But we got tactics too, and it's about to go down at Rise. RachelTucker.org. Share this message. Get your ticket. You're going to miss out, because we're going to have to shut the registration down soon. It's going to get shut down soon. Or there's not going to be a seat for you. Don't let that happen. Don't let that be you. Do not let that be you. Get your butt to Rise. Hey, if your husband here's how you bribe your husband. Does your husband like football? Because my great friend, Corey Harris, has a Super Bowl ring. He played with the Ravens, right? He played 12 years in the NFL, and he is coming, and he has a message of humility to give to somebody, some married couple out in that audience who just want to call it quits because something happened. Bring them. Bring that person. Bring your husband. Bring your friend. Bring them. Get your ticket to Rise. The only reason you shouldn't be there, wedding or funeral. That's it. And weddings, I don't even see, they're optional. Funerals are mandatory. Weddings are optional. Do you either want to be better or you don't? Would you want a better relationship with people or you don't? You either want to learn how to communicate with people and love them for their personality, not get offended because their strengths highlight your weakness. Let's stop all that. You want to learn how to be a better salesperson because you can identify them right away and speak their personality. People listen in their own personality. So if you're trying to get me like a sapphire to hit a sales quota, you lost me. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me about the fun, I'm all in. That's the kind of stuff that's going down there, right? And healing. If you need healing, Jehovah Rapha always shows up. Always shows up. Jesus, my healer. Just FYI. Okay, RachelTucker.org. It's pretty simple. Get your tickets, and we'll see you there.